not too complicated. It really isn't. Do you really enjoy scary movies? Yes, I'm a bit of a horror film fanatic. I do like watching scary films. Yeah, I do quite like a bit of scary film watching. It's always good fun, for sure. Right, so where are we at? Also, guys, if you haven't entered the giveaways, I've got 2 giveaways on the go as well, guys. £10, $10 Amazon gift card giveaway. That is still running, so if you haven't entered that, please do so. ! Giveaway or ! Knife giveaway, and the 2 giveaways will come up. The knife is a Kuma knife, so please feel free. That ends in about 2 days, I think, or 1 day, something like that. So if you haven't entered it already, guys, please feel free to do so. The £10 or $10 Amazon gift cards are generated from getting 10 subs or resubs in 1 day from stream. If we ever break that goal, then I queue up another giveaway. We got 1 more gift card to do after this one, and then we're done. If you guys can't sub and you still want to support the channel, you do ! Retweet. You'll be able to, if you could retweet my Twitter post from this morning, that'll help generate more traffic and that'll help support my channel more than anything. So if you can't afford to sub or whatnot, that's cool. I just appreciate you being here, but if you want to support me more, that will be a big help to me, is retweeting my posts on Twitter as well. Appreciate it, Cal. Thank you for the links, dude. Right, so I'm going to go back to the veggies very quickly. So I'm going to get a few little baby tomatoes as well. So, you know, some orange ones, some red ones, some yellow ones. I love these tomatoes, they're amazing. So looking forward to it. Also tomorrow, guys, we have got ourselves what's it called? We've got ourselves the prawn Thai curry to do tomorrow. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. We're going to have some beautiful rice noodles as well. So I love going into the fridge, right? I've still got it here. It's still okay. And I'm so happy with my first carving of my pumpkin. If maybe some of you guys didn't see it, but I popped it on my Instagram with the light in it, and I was just like so happy with like my first carving. It turned out well, so yeah, I've kept it in the fridge because I want it to last. I'm so happy with it, but yeah, it turned out really well. So it seems to be lasting. But we lit it up the other night, and you can really see the detail on the teeth and that. And yeah, no, it turned out fantastic. I was really happy with it. So I'm trying to keep it as long as I can. But yeah, that was my first pumpkin carving. We're going to do more pumpkin carving as well, guys. On the 30th of October, I'm going to do a special Halloween stream. And we're also going to do some pumpkin pie with it as well, guys. So if you're a big fan of pumpkin pie, we're going to do that as well. It won't be healthy version, I don't think. I don't think I've decided to do that. So we will be doing a delicious pumpkin pie, or my version of it. I've never made it before, so it'll be fun. And I'm going to do a huge pumpkin carving design on my pumpkin. So hope you guys are going to enjoy that for sure. Gabe, how's it going, my friend? How are things? Are you well? Quick question. I always buy non-stick ceramic frying pans to fry eggs, but they always lose their non-stick. Is this normal in frying pans? Yeah, eventually they do. Depends on like the quality of that you kind of get. They do kind of start to lose their stick, but to kind of look after them, whatever you do, just don't use any kind of metal objects on the non-stick. Otherwise, it will scrape the ceramic off, and you pretty much lost it. I would best suggest investing in one of these little bad boys. These spatulas. They're absolutely amazing. They're made from what's the word? I said it yesterday. I keep forgetting the word. I'm sure you guys will probably tell me now. God, what's it called? It's not rubber. What's it called, guys? You know what it is. Sometimes I lose my words. I'm sure you guys will tell me. But yeah, these are fantastic. They're not expensive. And they're pretty cheap. They're about only a couple of pounds on Amazon. So, you know, silicone. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, so silicone spatula. And yeah, they're good. I've had this one for about 5 years. And it still does me justice. And it's cost me less than £10 to buy. So, you know, get yourself one. Silicone. Love it. But yeah, buy yourself one of them. And you'll find that you'll look after your pans a lot better and a lot easier, and you know they'll last a bit longer. Don't get me wrong, my little non-stick pans, I'm going to use them today, and I'll put a very small amount of oil in there for the eggs. But as you can see, look, little bits of fragments have come off them during wear and tear. This one's actually probably the better one, to be fair. This one was a cheap one. This one was a bit more expensive, but to be fair, the expensive ones were actually a lot more better. And this is still very, very non-stick, so it's actually really good compared to this one. I've actually had this one longer, and this one's like didn't last 2 seconds. It's already coming up, so it's always worth investing that extra like £5 or whatever it may be into the product. Sometimes it is. I'm not saying every single time it's worth buying expensive equipment, but sometimes it's worth spending that little bit more and it'll last a little bit longer. So, you know. It's silicone. It's not plastic. Does these happen to have all types of frying pans, even non-ceramic? It does happen if you use the metal, because what happens is you scratch it and you start scratching off the non-stick off the pan. So you want to kind of either use like wooden spoons or silicone spatulas to help prevent that kind of from scratching, to stop it like from non-sticking. Does that make sense to you? So but yeah, I kind of keep with using the from using metal. What would you use such a tiny pan for? Eggs. I'm going to use it later on, Faithra. I'll show you. You can use that for eggs. You can even like roast off some nuts in there. You could even use it for like Yorkshire puddings. Those make the best Yorkshire puddings. I'm not lying. You can't make as many, and it takes a bit longer doing one by one, but they do come out really, really good. Also, you can cook like little pancakes in them. You know, you can do all sorts of those pans. They're fantastic. They're called egg pans. They're mainly for eggs, really. My mum had one, and we used to carry hot baked potatoes because we couldn't imagine any other use. Yeah, no, I use them for lots of different things, so it's really great. 6 months even with good treatment for a non-stick pan is inevitable. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to last you forever, definitely. So, do you know what I mean? It will eventually have time wear and tear, so it will just like die off after a while. I mean, my non-stick pans, they've lasted me a fair bit of time. They're still kind of going, but yeah, if I bought a brand new one, it would obviously be a lot better. So, you know, it's just wear and tear at the end of the day more than anything. Agamore, how are you doing, my friends? How are things? Hi, food. I have Pringles. How are you doing, Yannick? Hope you are doing well. Hope you're enjoying your Pringles. Chef, been a minute to ask you, how do you feel about cast iron cookware? I actually quite like them, but the only thing is, the downside to it, I can't have them on these tops, because if I use cast iron on here, what happens is they'll heat up a lot hotter than normal pans, because they conduct heat and they hold the heat and they get a lot hotter. Potentially, they could crack the glass on top of here, so you can't use cast iron on here. I wouldn't like to try, believe you me. Maybe some of you have tried it and say, yeah, it's fine, chef. I don't want to risk it. So, because I know cast iron really does hold the heat, and they can get really get a great conductor of heat, and they get really hot. Because I've got a cast iron Dutch oven, and I use that for baking bread, because it gets twice as hot as normal ovens do, and you come out with a beautiful crust on it. So, yeah, you've got to be very, very careful with that. It's very, but yeah, I love them. I think they're amazing, and you know, you've got to look after them. Make sure you don't scrub them, otherwise they start rusting. You know, just basic kind of general knowledge, really. Haven't opened them yet. Oh, okay, fair enough. You're just looking at them. Yeah, they do conduct heat. Yeah, I mean, they're a fantastic conductor, and they do like give off a hell of a lot of heat, and they're great for like cooking steaks and, you know, whatnot on if you haven't got a char grill, like a coal griddle. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I think they're good. They're fantastic. You just got to look after them and be careful with them. But yeah, don't use them on the electric tops. They will damage your unit. Good to know, chef. Awesome. Yeah, so I certainly don't want to try. Maybe some people have said, might turn around and say to me, but I've tried it and it's been fine. They get really hot, and I get very worried about putting really hot things on this, and I think, oh my god, is it going to crack the glass? Do you know what I mean? Or crack the top? So, you know, having such a huge amount of heat on there, I know these do get hot, and they do substand heat, but at the end of the day, those cast irons do 2 to 3 times as much heat. So I don't want to test it out. I really don't. It's not worth it. It really isn't. So I do suggest just using them on gas, and you're better off. If you haven't got gas, then you can't use them, pretty much. I was teaching my son how to chef, and he was cleaning up and scrubbing my cast iron pans. I had to cure it all over again. Yeah, you have to. You can't scrub them, unfortunately. Otherwise, they will like kind of like rust, or you know, if the water and the air gets to it, you know, it's not good. You can oil them to help prevent them from rusting as such, and that does help. But yeah, you shouldn't clean them. That's the one thing. Right, I'm gonna put a bit of rosemary in here. I'm gonna dice this up. I know I've been chitter-chatting away, guys, and I'm loving all the questions, guys, and I hope I've been helping you guys with these questions. So, no, I really appreciate you guys giving me lots of questions to answer. This is what I love doing. I love answering questions. I know I haven't done a huge deal of cooking yet so far, but, you know, it's been great fun. So, guys, we're going to move on, and we want to start getting some ideas together ready for, what's it called? For next community weekend. Now, we've already got so far chicken burger, healthier chicken burger for next weekend. We've also got the meatloaf, stuffed apples. We've also got ourselves the, what's it called? Apple and blueberry cobbler as well. So if you guys got any ideas, maybe if you throw ideas at me, we've already done them. I'll just say I've done them. More ideas. So, you know, get some ideas on the go for sure. Do you fry a lot? I don't usually fry a lot, no. I usually have a balance because of, you know, healthy alternative eating. It's very, very rarely I fry. I do a little bit of shallow frying, but not much. I don't have, like, excess amounts of it, so to speak. What do you do if your food gets stuck to the pan if you can't scrub it? You're basically going to have to try and get it off, yeah. So there's not really a lot you can do. It's just try and get it off the best you can without trying to scrub it. But sometimes they do stick. But the reason for that is because probably there's maybe not enough oil on there, or maybe the griddle was not hot enough when it went on there. You've got to get that griddle like ultra hot. Get whatever you're putting on there, coat it in oil, straight in. Once it's hot, it won't stick. And if as long as it's oiled, it won't stick at all. So make sure it's ultra hot when you put it down, and you'll find that the char marks will actually work 110%. So usually if stuff sticks, it's not hot enough, or you haven't oiled it well enough.